Good day all. We at MetaTechnology Limited wish to thank Top Class Hotel and Spa for agreeing for us to present our proposal for technological improvement as it relates to the company's need to improve its global standing. I'd like to take this time out to introduce our team members. There is myself, Shanna K. Watson, who is a computer research scientist, Charlene Whittingham, who is our tech support specialist, Arthurine Webb, who is our computer system analyst, Trishan Watson-Brown, who is our IT data manager, and Shantae Watson, who is our network and system administrator. Unfortunately, Charlene Whittingham is unable to be with us today, and therefore I will be presenting on her behalf. Now, technology can be used to protect institutional documentation and data, as well as confidential executive decisions and other proprietary information. Simply put, technology helps businesses keep their ideas away from their competition. MetaTechnology's recommendations will assist top-class hotel and spa to become current with cutting-edge technology, protect trade secrets and customers' information. This presentation will seek to present an upgraded system, showing the benefits for the switch and also answering your questions. So there will be 5 areas being addressed in this presentation. We have the upgrading of the operating system from Microsoft Windows 7, and I will be doing that presentation. On Charlene's behalf, I will be presenting on the updating of application software from Office 2002 to Cloud Solution. Arthurine Webb will be presenting on investing in data analytics and big data, as well as creating at least 3 new positions. Trishan Watson-Brown will be discussing the procuring of functional, useful, and enjoyable software solutions. And lastly, Shantae Watson will speak on considering master data management solutions. Now, the recommended operating system for top-class hotel and spa would be the Windows 11, as it is considered to be an advanced successor for both business and personal use. There are several key advantages to the new operating system as outlined in the next slides. We have improved virtual desktops and layouts. So Windows 11 now has an improved setting for multiple desktops, which is great for more efficient multitasking. So employees tend to be more productive when using this kind of feature, right? For example, the snap layout, which is a new feature, allows users more orientation options when they are multitasking, right, across multiple windows or applications. So there you find the ease of moving from one application or window to the other. Next, we have the improvement to touchscreen and voice support. So there's actually improvement to the touch and pen navigation, giving a more physical touch through the use of haptics in the digital pen, as well as voice support through Cortana for typing and commands. We have thirdly, Microsoft Teams being free. So Windows 11 also includes Microsoft Teams, which is actually a built-in feature, and as I had mentioned, free. We have fourthly, performance and security. So startup times, web navigation, and other services are much faster. It's all about efficiency. So new features such as chip and cloud protections, as it relates to security, those ensure company information remains secure. Lastly, there are more user-friendly settings panel. So Windows allows you to see what you want to change at a glance, and therefore much easier and faster to navigate, saving lots of time. On the updating of the application software from Office 2002 to Cloud Solution, Charlene mentions 4 major benefits for top class for upgrading to Office 365 or 365. Firstly, productivity and collaboration under one umbrella. So everything you need for an improved Office and in one place, functional for all departments. It is fully integrated with a seamless user experience and the ability to collaborate in real time. Top Class Hotel and Spa is able to share documents internally and externally quite easily. Fast, easy deployment and installation. So there's no need for advanced IT knowledge, so an organization without IT staff can set up and use the features quite easily. The online portal provides step-by-step instructions. All of the applications can be installed locally or online by simply logging into office.com portal, clicking the installation of the Office apps, and selecting the option suitable for Top Class Hotel and Spa. Next, there's a reliable expert support on 2 levels. It has a support system that is managed within the admin center, making requests directly to Microsoft. They can manage and update security settings, remove and add users along with access reports and statistics. There is also the ability to access the dashboard to assess the performance of the application. It was built for reliability, availability, and performance while safeguarding data and recovery of multiple data. Then there's the security and reliability, similar to what I mentioned before in my presentation regarding the Windows 7 to Windows 11 upgrade. So here it is mentioned that the Office 365 has built-in award-winning security backed by Microsoft's resources and experts. The application has strict privacy policies, malware and spam filtering software. Security is priority and helps to safeguard your data. It scans messages and documents for malicious software working for 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. The application will help Top Class Hotel and Spa with data loss prevention, advanced threat protection, and multi-factor authentication. All this is monitored from a user-friendly dashboard. Here is an outline of the device specification for upgrade, the browser requirement, Windows Internet Explorer 11 or newer, and here listed are the operating system requirements for Windows. 8 features of the Office 365. There's real-time co-authoring. This feature allows persons to collaborate online and see changes each person having access makes. So Top Class Hotel and Spa can do this by sharing their files to OneDrive, Cloud Storage, or SharePoint. There's a Power Map in Excel, a powerful interactive data visualization feature in Excel. This acts as a solution for analyzing, visualizing, and sharing data insight. Top Class Hotel and Spa would be able to apply data into 3D interactive maps for location of their visitors, especially as a marketing strategy. We have the Microsoft Planner with workflows. It provides a simple way of creating workflows for projects and assigning individual tasks for persons. So Top Class can use this for assigned staff work and duty router. Plus, managers can use to track their daily tasks and appointments. This was designed to easily monitor the efficiencies and time frame of completion of the assigned task. There's self-decluttering Smart Inbox. Top Class is able to declutter and streamline email inboxes. This way users can organize messages by high priority and low priority to prevent cluster and unnecessary mails at the forefront. Next, we have send links, not files. So this feature can restrict size of attachments of documents that's too large. The company only has to upload their document to Office 365's cloud storage. There's Link 2010. Top Class is able to conduct online meetings with best PC to PC audio and video connections with clients, business partners, and staff. There's a Microsoft My Analytics. This helps Top Class monitoring and analyzing how staff spend their time at work. It maintains a detailed log of work activities, find areas of improvement, and present activity cards. There's also the Microsoft Sway. This is a professional digital storytelling app that helps express ideas using interactive web-based canvas. Top Class can make their creation on the services visually, inviting and stimulating to the clients in any browser on any screen. It also can be used to provide marketing and advertising content. Next up, we have Authoring Web, who will be presenting on investing in data analytics and big data analytics.
Hello, my name is Authoring Web, and I will be presenting on big data and data analytics. Big data, as the words imply, is extremely large data set that may be analyzed to reveal patterns, trends, associations of people's behavior and interaction. We review about 25 years of your data, and we saw historical data of local and global hotels, recreational activities, types of rooms, reservations, customers' transaction, payment history, and many more information. This, in our opinion, categorizes big data. There are 5 characteristics of big data: veracity, variety, velocity, volume, and value. The first V is volume. That speaks for itself, is the enormity of the data sets. Variety, large data sets that are not limited to a single type of data. And velocity, the speed in which you can generate the data. Veracity, this will inevitably be some inconsistencies in the data sets due to the enormity and complexity of the big data. Value, the usefulness of big data assets. There are other unique aspects of big data, and that is they have 3 types: structured, unstructured, and semi-structured. Structured is any data that adheres to a specific structure that can be called structured data. Semi-structured data is a type of data that does not adhere to a specific structure, yet retains some kind of observable structure, such as grouping of an organized hierarchy. And unstructured data, this data consists of data that does not adhere to a schema, some kind of structure. Big data systems and tools. There are many solutions available to store big data and process the information, the data sets. Cloud providers, and we have listed 3 here, offer their own data warehousing and data lake implementations to ensure that these data sets, big data, can be stored. Put simply, big data is larger, more complex data sets, especially from new data sources. Now we're moving on to data analytics. Data analytics refer to the techniques used to analyze data to enhance productivity and business gain. To simplify the above, data analytics is the process of analyzing data in order to extract meaningful data from a given data set. The primary goal of data analytics is to help individuals or organizations to make informed decisions based on patterns, trends, behaviors, preferences of any type of meaningful data extracted from a collection of data. Therefore, business can use analytics to identify their customer preferences, purchase habits. There are 4 methods of data analytics, and these are descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. Descriptive refers to understanding what has happened in the data set. Descriptive analysis will help users understand what has happened, what has transpired, the history. Diagnostic. The next step of descriptive is diagnostic, which will consider the descriptive analysis to understand why something has happened. Predictive. As the name suggests, predictive analytics will predict what will happen in the future. This will combine data from descriptive and diagnostic, the first two analytic approaches there, and use these techniques to predict future trends, patterns, and problems. We go to prescriptive, the very last one, takes predictions from predictive analytics and take it a step further by exploring how the predictions will happen. This type of analysis is the most important type because it allows users to understand future events, what to expect, and tailor strategies to handle any predictions effectively or any problems that might come. In summarizing, data analytics is a process of analyzing raw data sets in order to derive a conclusion regarding the information they hold. The most important thing to remember is that the accuracy of the analytics is based on the underlying data set. Any good analytical method will consider external factors like finances, a budget, biases, variances, and the purity of the data. On perusing your organization chart, we did not see that you have made provisions for persons who have the necessary skills to work in data analytics area or having knowledge, intensive knowledge on data, big data. So we are recommending business intelligence analyst as a post, data engineer as another post, and data administrator as a final post. Of course, you may have supplemental support team in the unit developed, like your administrators. If you offer us a job, then we will provide these job descriptions for you, or any other ones that we think would plug the holes of any need for technical field.
Thank you, Arthurine. Hi, and my name is Trishan Watson Brown, your Information Technology Data Manager. So I'll be going through your procedure, functional, useful, and enjoyable software solutions. So first we'll start with the four issues with poor design. One is website without a clear message. One of the worst design mistakes that you can make is not providing a clear message related to the purpose of your website. Users should instantly know the name of the business and what you sell. Two, too many elements cluttering the page. Beside a clear message, the site should have a clear layout. If the message is cluttered, it becomes hard to navigate, causing visitors to leave. 3, pages with no mobile optimization. If the website is not optimized on mobile devices, most visitors will not get a good user experience. So many sites now include responsive design, which allows the web page to adjust elements based on screen width of the user device. Lack of simple navigation and links. When users reach your site, they should have no problem browsing the menu and finding the information they need. So there should be no difficulty navigating the page. Everything should be smooth, flowing, and easy and friendly usable. Also, you have four 4 design principles that you need to take into mind. These are your proximity, your alignment, your repetition, and your contrast. So let's break them down. Your proximity is it's a very important part of making your text easy to read. Your alignment is vitally important in print graphic design because it allows you to arrange elements in a way that matches how people naturally scan the page. Help balance your image so that it's visually appealing. Creates a visual connection between related elements. Your repetition. Consistent repetition refers to the repeating of elements on your page, whether it is repeating the font color, the heading, or adding repetitive background pattern to your design. It not only makes the design consistent, it adds value, it adds visual interest. And also your contrast. For example, light and dark colors, smooth and rough textures, large and small shape. Contrast can be used to create variety, visual interest, and drama in a artwork. So what about your cognitive processes in UX design? To help users find answers to their question is an easy and faster manner. Google, for example, Google promotes websites that offer an impressive user experience and the site usability, and 2 important Google ranking factors that help make content relevant. Backlinks have long been the number ranking factor, but with the rise of artificial intelligence and Google Rank Brain, a better UX is gaining ground and fast. It helps people to stay on your site longer and find what you are looking for. So good UX decrease bounce rate while improving time on site and conversions. So all these metrics are critical to your SEO success. Also, let's move down. It becomes increasingly important to improve your UX so that people can stay on your site and find what they need. This fulfills Google's motto of focus on the user and all else will follow. Additionally, it helps you to improve your ranking and increase conversions. So your basic activities in UX design. The design process involves 6 stages. 1, understand. Design solves a problem. In order to provide a solution, you first need to understand the problem. 2, research. This is key. Research is a basic key step to design user experience. Sketch. This stage involves UI definition of required feature. Design team drive this activity, which is based on the last 2 stages of the process. So draw paper sketches, whiteboard flows, and wireframes to share your ideas with the stakeholders. Design. Now you have finalized layout and flow of the required interface with you. The next step is to work on final graphics. Prepare the sharing of the design specification. This is your principles, your guidelines, your colors, your typography, your iconography to develop to the development team is also very important at this stage. Implement. Since technical people participate in early stage of the process, they can start implementation while design phase is in progress. So development team builds back end functionality first and connects it with UI when they get design artifact. It is better that design team involved in this step to help development phase. While implementing, it is possible to while implementing, it is possible to raise the need of minor changes in the design. So evaluate. So when the product features are implemented, the end product is evaluated based on few factors: whether the system is usable, is it easy to use the end user, is it flexible and easy to change, does it provide the desired solution to users' problems, and does the product have the credibility that makes someone want to use it because of the experience it provides. So your framework, your wireframe of your hotel website, this acts as a blueprint of the layout for your website that can easily refer back to the confirmation on placement and size of page elements, site features, navigation, and conversion areas. So here we take a closer look at how the wireframing of the website helps both design teams and clients look ahead at the bigger picture. So this is a layout, a blueprint of what your wireframe will look like. So the visual plan, so your visual plan of your website, it will create a sitemap, and the website can only take you to visualize how your pages will come together, will sit together, and how the site will holistically work. So you need to focus on the website usability. Develop framework pushes usability to the forefront by showcasing scripted back page layouts. Identify ease of updates. Unlike a sitemap, wireframes will immediately identify how well your website will handle content growth. This is especially important for an e-commerce website where product lines may expand and website will need to grow accordingly. And based on your hotel, you will operate like an e-commerce website. Save time on your entire project, right? Your development team understand that you are building. Your copywriters have guidelines for desired copy lengths, and your designers know where all the images are going. Together, everyone can focus on designing the website, knowing that the structure and layout is all in place. And this is what the design for the future will look like. Once all our team come together and complete their tasks, we have a final project and we build out the website, which will be user friendly to all our users. And then what about your user interface principles? Whether you're looking to improve the design of your product or new to the field and want to learn the ropes of the design, what we're asking is that the golden rule and the key principles of a beautiful, effective, and simple to use is your UI design principles. So make sure your user interface is consistent, allow users to navigate easy via shortcuts, provide information, feedback, design dialogue to yield closure, prevent errors as much as possible, and 6, allow users ways to reverse their actions easily. And your techniques, everything stems from knowing your users, including understanding their goals, skills, preferences, and tendencies. Once you know about your users, make sure to consider the following when designing your interface. Keep it simple. Keep the interface simple. Create consistency and use common UI elements. Be purposeful in your page layout. Strategically use colors and texture. Use typography to create hierarchy and clarity. Make sure that the system communicates with what's happening. Always inform your users of location, action, changes in state, or errors. The use of various UI elements to communicate status, and if necessary, next step can reduce frustration for your users. Think about the defaults. By carefully thinking about and anticipating the goals people bring to your site, you can create defaults and reduce the burden on the user. And also the structured principle. So this is your design guideline, your structured principle. The idea behind structured principle is to have a well-organized user interface. The simplicity principle. The interface design should be very straightforward, easy to understand, and easy to use. The visibility principle. The user interface design should lay emphasis on the important elements. The feedback principle. Every user action in the interface should give a reaction. And the tolerance principle. The interface should be tolerant of the human mistakes. It should provide hints and guidance so that the user can achieve the task without any mistake. And thank you so much. I now pass over to my colleague Shante Watson.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Trishan, for your introduction. This portion of the presentation, I will be looking at Master Data Management Solution, MDM for short. The importance of MDM to integrate information across multiple platforms. MDM combines all data from many sources, including online, offline, cloud, and other places. As usually what happens in companies, information is stored across multiple departments in various places. So what MDM does, it lessens or eliminates the need to manage those data independently, which reduces workload in business departments. Secondly, it improves the understanding of the business and the client. The MDM is able to synchronize all client data across multiple channels and information chain to maintain a holistic, comprehensive, and complete view of the company data. And what this does is allow the organization's executive and senior management team to make informed and fact-based decisions in a timely manner. Lastly, MDM enhances the reliability of the data. MDM serves as a single source of truth that offers all necessary master data and directly contributes to the advantage of better data quality. So what do I mean by data quality? It now means that the company data is more accurate and recent, and so they can rely on it to make so the management team can rely on the data to make more informed decisions, because whereas pre-MDM, the data would have been erroneous. Now that MDM is in place, it eliminates the ambiguity and establish a standardized, streamlined procedure. So in essence, MDM assists organizations in getting the most out of their business data, thereby enhancing business operations and increasing revenue and improving upon customer satisfaction. Benefits of MDM. So the first one, it increases usability and business efficiency. 2, it affords data confidence and improvement of data quality. 3, it provides more business value. And 4, it saves resources. So now that all the data is in one place in the organization, it changes the way how the business operates, especially as it relates to how they relate to their customers and how they make decisions, thereby adding to the efficiency and effectiveness of the business operations. Of course, know that the data is in one place, you can now rely on the data to make informed decisions, thereby adding more to the business value. And whereas before MDM, as I previously indicated, the data is stored in several different places across the organization, what that usually does is increase the amount of time it would take to get back certain information from your data. With MDM, because the data is in one place, you are able to save on resources. 3 issues addressed by MDM. 1, data silos, as I've been mentioning before. So various sources of data that are used both inside and outside of the organization, which results in duplications, inaccuracies, and inefficiencies. So those are issues encountered by data silos. Number 2, data quality. So pre-MDM data that the organization use is inconsistent, imperfect, and usually incorrect. With MDM, all of this issue is solved by consolidating the data into one environment. And the last one, customer experience. Inconsistent customer encounters as a result of the absence of consistent and comprehensive master data, thereby creating marketing challenges and customer satisfaction. So because all your data is not in one place, it is challenging for the company to make certain decisions about their target market, and thereby this affects how the company will market their products and services, as well as satisfying your customers. Three issues when deploying MDM. So the first one is data standard. The data standard that is established for your master data should be consistent across all data types in the organization. The standard must be flexible enough to accommodate information from different departments within the business. So there must be some form of policy in place where the data is concerned to facilitate gathering your information from different areas within your business. Data integration. This is an essential component of master data management since it requires the gathering of data from various enterprise software applications and sales channels in order to manage in the MDM system. However, there is a high likelihood of errors when moving data from one application to another because some fields may have difficulties during transfer while others may not. And lastly, horizontal coordination. It is crucial to let everyone in your organization know about the advantages and rewards of MDM. Thus, it is important to educate staff members so that they can adopt the change and the value of the organization can be increased. So you must have staff buy-in so that the company can successfully adopt the MDM solution. Processes involved in MDM are data collection. So this involves collecting data from different sources so that your team can determine what data is unneeded or unrelated to whatever the need may be at hand. Secondly, data consolidation. This refers to gathering all the data from the different sources that I mentioned and cleaning it up and merge it in one place or one environment. The third step is data cleansing, which involves correcting or deleting inaccurate, damaged, or improperly formatted or duplicated data from whatever was gathered in the first stage. And the last stage of the MDM process is distribution. This takes into consideration data analysis, visualization, and interpretation of the data so that it can be made available to the respective teams or departments in the organization. Advice when implementing MDM solution in change management. So the first thing to do is to prepare the organization for adopting the MDM solution by helping your employees to recognize and understand the need for the change. Secondly, it is important that the organization has a plan, and within the plan, it is very crucial to entail the strategic goals of the change, key performance indicators, the project stakeholders, and the team who will be working on the solution, as well as the project scope and possible alternatives if there are any unforeseen challenges. The next thing to do is to implement the change following the plan that was designed. And during this stage, it's very crucial to check in with employees and empower them through the whole process so that they can provide optimum participation. My next advice would be to embed the changes within the company culture and practices so that it is difficult for employees to revert to the old way of doing things, which is storing their information separately. It is important to think of new organizational structures, regulations, and reward programs as tools to make change stick. So you may want to look at possible rewards that you will offer, maybe a unit within your organization if they are following the policies that are in place. And lastly, it is very important that as an organization, you review the change progress, and analyze results to determine if the change initiative was a failure, a success, or both, as this may provide insightful information and lessons that can be used to improve other transformation initiatives. Advice when implementing MDM solution in risk management. Firstly, establish what information the organization needs to store, who will have access to it, and why. Additionally, it's crucial to manage the user rights and data privileges, protect sensitive data, and make sure that the proper controls are in place. Secondly, it is essential to outline and comprehend your data environment and identify the systems that will host sensitive MDM data. Identify significant data risk, address those risks with data-centric controls, and keep an eye on end-user data access and behavior. You want to ensure that at all times you are aware of who is accessing the data, why they are accessing it, when they are accessing it, and what data they are accessing. And lastly, all of this is in an effort to prevent data breaches and be thoughtful about the organization procedures and resources for collecting, evaluating, and safeguarding data. This concludes the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.